Democracy. Democracy for you and me. Democracy, machine your dollar free. Keep a connect a Gambian fee. Gambian, yes, you and me. The Sunny Catamwell.
These people are at have a considerable amount of disadvantage. They are disadvantaged to a considerable level. To support them, to bring them up, to mainstream them, you need to take certain actions. We need to take, the state, as a country, we need to take certain actions. And this is where quotas, the system of quotas, let's say, for example, say 12% of the house compulsorily has to be women. So the rest, both women and men can find that. But fix, this amount should be women. But if we allow equal, well, sometimes that's why when women or some feminists begin to say too much about equality, sometimes I think it's like equality means this way, that we're all going this way. Sometimes I think equity might work well, like to say equity, because you need a special quota for them that men don't have, because men they are more in the leadership. In fact, we are trying to bring up these people. So if you're trying to help a marginalized group, you give them special support. And it's from this special support that would lift them. Persons with disabilities, that's why we say we need people with special needs. You know, they call them sometimes people with special needs. That's what they call them sometimes. They need to be given that bonus so that they can catch up. Because society, when you look at the history, society has for a long time neglected them, you know, to a very serious level. So it's important that those special things are given, you know, and that's going to close the inequalities, the gaps that exist between so-called able and differently or disabled person, the women and the men, the gap that exists in the leadership and decision-making gap existing between women and men, maybe even between others, youth and the elderly, between the youth and the elderly. You know, there's skepticism against youth. There is. Some older folk might tell you, oh, these are young people. When you give them responsibility, they're just going to mess it up. You know, but it's for the youth to defy, to turn the story around, and then to make sure that the naysayers don't have, you don't confirm them. You don't confirm it for them. Someone can say, oh, you are like this. But if what you deliver is to the contrary, then the person will say, oh, really, I thought it was going to be like that. But he proved it the other way, or she proved it the other way. And that is what youth should do. We should be strong agents for change, for peace, and for democratic values as well.
Democracy for you and